Yeah. Uh-huh.
Hey everybody, I'm here with Tempest.
Yeah.
How's it going, Tempest? How you doing?
Good, you?
Good. You know, I'm just here to talk about you. I'm here ready for you. So I'm here. We're gonna be talking about Unfiltered and a little bit about yourself. So you ready? Ready to get this started?
Born ready. Let's go.
Like it. All right. My first question. So, Unfiltered dropping last week. How do you feel about it? How do you feel about how everything
Amazing.
overall?
It finally dropped. I couldn't wait for it to drop, man. I was just
Anxious?
anxious. Yeah, I was nervous.
Why is
night
that?
before. Because of what it was, you know. Because usually when people don't understand something, they don't really like it. You want people to understand it, you know.
Well, that brings me to my next question. So, Unfiltered. When someone hears it, what do you want them to get out of it? What do you want them to? What's your message?
Well, the concept of it, it's unfiltered, obviously, but the concept basically was I was gonna write the songs on that mixtape or album. I like to call it an album, the way that I worked on it, but the concept basically, I wanted people to know that I'm gonna do these songs the way that I wanted to. I was gonna write them the way that I wanted to, say what I wanted to say, the way I wanted to say it, and do it the way that I want to. I'm gonna put it out there the way that I want to, but do it in the right way, of course.
Your way.
My way. Exactly.
Like-
Exactly. My way. Exactly.
Okay. So, overall, throughout the whole album, what would you say was the hardest part about making it?
Oh man. The hardest part about making it was because I always write the truth. It's nothing's ever fabricated. So the hardest part about it was writing it and making sure people understood that it was the truth and that it wasn't like attacking anyone. Like it wasn't malicious. You know what I mean? Because it is unfiltered. I'm gonna say things I want to say in the way that I want to say it and put it out there the way I want to. But it was just for the creativity of it. You know what I mean? Like the art of it. Like I wanted to do it that way. And that was probably the hardest part, was writing the songs and making sure that people knew it was the truth and that I was trying to put it out there the right way. You know what I mean? So
Okay.
yeah.
Why the title?
Actually, the title, sometimes my ideas or the concepts of things just come up spontaneous. The title came from, the whole crew was together, and you know how we mess around, we go back and forth with each other. Sometimes things go a little too far, but in a joking way, of course, like nothing negative, but and then the manager Eddie Cap, he was like, you need to filter yourself, and I was like, nah, I'm unfiltered. And then I text him thinking like, yo, like that's the name of my album, my mixtape. And he's like, what? I'm like, Unfiltered. And that's when all the ideas just started coming forth with all that, and it is what it is today.
Thanks to your manager?
I guess for
I get all the credit.
yeah, no, but off and running. It got me off and running to start off with,
Okay.
yeah. But,
So, manager Eddie Cap, and another person in your group. Oh, your group, HB. What's HB mean? What's HB?
Oh man, HB came a long way, dude. Oh man, HB. It wasn't Heart Boys at first, actually, man. It was Hype Beast in high school.
Hype beast?
Hype Beast. HIPY.
Hype
HIPE. Excuse me, Beast. Yeah, Hype Beast.
Like the Drake song.
Exactly. No plug views.
You fan?
Yeah, big fan.
Are you?
Yeah. He's actually inspired me a lot, dude. But Hype Beast, dude. High school, it actually started off as a little basketball clique with like me and 3 other guys. Actually, it was really small. It wasn't as big as it is today, But at first it was Hype Beast. People were criticizing us because there was already a crew like in LA. Their name was Hype Beast and all that. So we dropped that, but we wanted to keep HB, so it just became HB. And things happened along the way. A lot of things got misconstrued. People strayed away from the clique, and it was just left on me, and they said, you know what, you can have it, and I just like I had to take it and try to make it something. So, but I wanted to keep it HB because that's like significance for me, because I'm always about significance. And I started doing music, and I thought it has to tie in together. Like I want like this to start getting bigger and become something. So I came up with, since it was music, it had to do with music. So I started looking up words. I started with H because it had to be with music, and I found Hark. And hark means to listen. And, you know, and I'm making music. I want people to listen to my music. And that's where Heart Boys came from.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
So maybe one of important member of your group, Heart Boys, DJ Drew Paco. Who is he, and how'd you guys meet?
Oh man, we had a class together in high school, contemporary literature class actually. But I met him through another member, Tito. You know, him and Tito was trying to talk for the baseball team or something like that, and that's how they met. And then I met him through him. And then I remember initiating him grad night. Actually, he hung out with us grad night, and after grad night, we went to PV and just kicked it, and we were just like, "Yo, like, you want to be part of the crew?" And he was like, "Yeah, I'm with it." And from there on, and he wasn't always a DJ. We were supposed to start off as a little rap duo actually. That's how that started off. His rap name was Drez. Drez, yeah, his rap name was Drez, and then, you know,
it just
no, Drez, not Dreads.
Oh, Drez,
yeah, and
interesting.
But then, you know, we everyone found their place and everything, and he ended up being my DJ. So he's crucial.
Nice.
He's part of the core, actually. The core, very part of the core.
Speaking about the core, what got you into hip hop?
Oh,
what was the core to getting you into
to music? Ah, man, it was well, I really the first person I showed my music to was Eddie Cap, and he was like, "You did this?" And I was like, "Yeah." And he was like, "Wow, this is really good." And I was like, "I'm thinking about actually turning this into something." And then he was like, "Well, do it. I'm down. I'll support you." And I was like, "Nah, I want you to be more than that, you know?" Because he's like my best friend, basically, one of my best friends. And I was like, "I want you to be my manager. I want you to manage me. Like, that's basically why I'm showing you this. I want you to help direct me into the right direction to get to where we need to be." And that's how that came with that. And man.
And that's how it all started?
That's how it all started, man. That's how it all started.
So, let's get back to your music. Let's get back to Unfiltered.
Oof.
What helps you create your music? What inspires you to create your work of art?
One word, man. Life.
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 About it.
Actually, because I didn't always start off. I always wanted to, you know, my first inspiration, I guess you could say, was Lil Wayne. He was my favorite artist first. And I always wanted to try and like write like him, because he always came up with these crazy punchlines or these metaphors or these references or whatever he came up with. And I was like, I want to write like that. I want to catch people. I want them to hang on to every single line and be like, oh, I'm gonna post this like somewhere. Like I want to be quoted. You know what I'm saying? Like, to be quoted, like, that's amazing. It's a great feeling to be quoted. And then, you know, then Drake comes along, and Drake just he has his little scripture at the end of headlines. You know, I heard once that they'd rather hear about memories than enemies and stuff like that. That whole thing. I listened to that. Over and over, and I was just like, damn, like, that's just true, because it's like that just changed. I just did a 180, like, for real, like 180. That's when it was just like, okay, like, he's writing about his life, and people are still listening to it. And even if it's catchy or if it's not catchy, people are still quoting him and hanging on to every line he's saying, and they're relating to it. So I was like, I'm gonna switch it up, and I'm gonna rap about my life. You know what I'm saying? And then I forgot when it was. It wasn't recent. It was a while ago. But Drew Paco, he sent me a quote. And it just resonated in me, and I was like, damn, like, that's just so true. The quote was bad for your heart, it's good for your art. And that's when it tied into like life. Like, people who usually have the best stories, it came from struggle or something like that. So that's what really made me the rapper that I am today. I guess it's environmental, probably.
Okay.
You know? Yeah.
Okay. So throughout the whole album, what would you say is your favorite song, or is maybe a little bit more special to you? I'm pretty sure you like all your songs, but which one is the one is a little bit more?
Oh man,
more attached to you.
Type of guy,
Okay.
man. Type of guy. That's my favorite song on the whole album. That's my favorite song, man.
What is Type of Guy about? What life story does that?
It basically the whole thing with the song was, I am not the type of guy to go and just lie in my song. I'm not the type of guy to go give you some made up story, like some science fiction. Like, this is basically my albums. I sometimes say they're books, they're my autobiography. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's basically what it is. They're novels that you're getting, you know, and each song is a chapter, basically. Or, you know, each song could be a flip of the page or something like that. But the type of guy just basically explains, like, in these songs, I'm going to state facts, you know, whether you like it or not, basically. And it's never going to be fabricated. It's always going to be the truth, and it's always going to be what it is, and you have to take it for what it is, because that's my life and that's what happened. And basically, I'm not the type of guy to go and lie. And that's why that's my favorite song.
Okay. Well, that's all the questions I have for you. Thanks for tuning in.
Thank you, guys.
Got to see Tempest. Talked a little about his album. You know, I got to get to know about Tempest Unfiltered, which is the same name as his album. And thanks for being here.
Yeah, of course.
Thanks for having me.
Oh, thank you, man. Thank you for interviewing me. Go get Unfiltered, y'all. TempestHP.bandcamp.com/album/unfiltered. Go cop that, download it, put it in your iPod. Please play it. If you like it, share it. If you love it, tell me. Any feedback as well.
Amazing.
He's the producer.